Hello, this is Chetan Narula reporting for Cricket World, and my current pit stop is Brisbane. I am at the Gabba where the stage is set for the first T20 between Australia and India. Also setting the stage for this entire T20 series and the tour as a whole. We have 4 test matches after 3 T20s and another 3 ODIs to follow, which actually is the start of the build-up to the World Cup. So let us quickly dive into the 3 salient points that govern this T20 series. Of course, India start as favourites, perhaps for the first time in their many tours here on Australia. They're such a dominant side. They've been unbeaten in T20 cricket since July last year when they lost to the West Indies. Since then, they have won 8 out of 9 series. One was drawn, and that was against Australia because one of the matches was washed out. And of course, we've also had them winning 7 consecutive T20 series on the bounce. So India go in this series as the dominant side, as the favourites. Virat Kohli is back after resting as well. Jasprit Bumrah is back after he rested in Chennai against West Indies. And of course, that would mean some changes for India. But their batting is very strong. Their bowling is very strong. They have that spin element, and it really makes for a wonderful T20 team, or a wonderful limited overs side, if I can say so. And of course, the other aspect is from the Australian angle, who have, well, they have different techniques and different selections owing to their different formats. As has always been the case, Aaron Finch is leading the T20 side. They haven't had the best of forms. They haven't beaten a top T20 side in 2018s. And, you know, that has coincided with the fact that they didn't have Smith and Warner. Warner is such an explosive batsman in the T20 format. Smith is a great batsman irrespective of format. So in both these scenarios, Australia have been hampered in their, on-field displays. The last time they played was against South Africa, which was on Saturday. It was a rain-curtailed game, 10 overs each. And the one thing was that they did not play any spinner in that particular game. And perhaps in this game, they will try to play a spinner, perhaps include Adam Zampa or Ashton Agar. But the fact of the matter is that Australia are going into the series as second favourites, which again, you have to say it again and again and again. And it just makes for a wonderment, really, because India have never had or never enjoyed such a placement whenever they have visited in Australia. So what is the third point, really? The third point, of course, concerns the spirit of the game, or playing the game in the right manner, which has been the talk of the town ever since that scandal happened, really. And the interesting bit is that Virat Kohli has spoken so much about aggression. Today also he was giving a definition about how he likes to give 120% on the field. And when you talk about all this aggression and the fact that Australians play their cricket hard, Faf du Plessis on the previous tour, he said that Australia were a bit tame. Aaron Finch sidestepped that remark, and he said, the intensity is still the same on the field. So how do you find a balance in there? I tell you how. You go in the heat of the battle and you're fighting for every run, every wicket, and then you say a few words. Maybe Virat says it to the Australians say it to Virat and the public, which will have a good mix of Australians as well as Indians. The public will just rise to the occasion, and they'll be chanting, there'll be boos, and of course there will be some people sitting in the swimming pool as well. It's going to be hot. It's supposed to be 36 degrees tomorrow when the game starts, really. So I'm expecting a great atmosphere when this T20 series gets underway. And of course, I'll be bringing you updates from this entire tour of India in Australia as the series progresses.